So guys, I made a shirt. This is the first shirt on my channel. I'm having the vibe. So today we are going to learn how to make this shirt. It's super easy, it's unisex. I like how it turned out on me. My friend already saw it, so I'm just gonna pass it over to her. But I need to model it so that you people can see how it looks like on me. So these are the buttons. Yeah, so if you don't want to button yourself, you can just, and this is entirely a shirt that you can wear even without anything inside. But if you choose to wear something inside, this is how it should look like. I love it. And while you're here, please kindly support my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Let's get to 1K. In fact, over 1K. If we can make 100K, why not? Wow, I love this. Look at that shot. So the tutorial for the shot will come in a week after this one. Let the shot first marinate. Today we will learn how to make a unisex shirt. I will be using 2 strands. This is a lightweight yarn, but I will combine 2 strands. I will also be interchanging colors, but you can make this with a plain color of yarn. It's your choice. Apart from yarn, you will need a 4.5mm hook, a needle, buttons, tape measure, and a scissor. To get the measurement for your size, place the tape measure on your back. Get the measurement of your back panel. Today's shirt I will be making large to XL, so the back panel is going to be around 20 to 21 inches. Meanwhile, the length will be determined as I go. For a start, I'm going to crochet 110, and then we figure out the length from there. I will start with the blue one. So I will make the chain and get back here for us to start row 1. I've made my chain, which is very long enough. I have 110 number of chains here. I want it to be very long so that when I'm crocheting, I'm able to determine the length of this shirt. So for row 1, you are going to wrap your yarn on your hook like this. Count 1, 2, and then in the 3rd stitch, put a double crochet. And then in the same stitch, put another double crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2, skip 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th stitch, put 3 double crochets in the same space. This is a granny stitch. We will repeat this for that desired length. You can place this on your body to find the desired sizing that you need. On to the 3rd one, skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one, put 2 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, skip 3 stitches again, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one, put 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Chain 2 again, skip 3 stitches, and in the 4th stitch, put 3 double crochets in the same stitch. I will continue with this until I figure out the length of my shirt. which is probably going to be somewhere here, and I'll meet you so that we can start row 2. I have crocheted something here. It's long. I kept placing this on my body and found the sizing that I needed. So I counted this. There are 24 granny stitches here. When you start from here up to this point, there are 24. So I'm going to end the row with a double crochet, chain 2, count 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th stitch, end the row with a double crochet, like that. Now when you get your tape measure and measure this, it is around 24 or 25 inches long. So meaning the end of this tail, I don't need it. I need to count how many number of stitches are left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. We chained 110, and there are 11 left here. We started this from the 3rd stitch. So when you subtract 110 minus 11, 9, 99. So meaning the whole of this we have 98 number of stitches. So you can chain 100 and start your row from the 3rd chain, and it will give you this. I'm just doing a rough calculation, okay? It's not accurate, but I'll figure that there are 98 number of chain in between here. So for row 2, chain 3, I had already chain 1, turn your work. Now in this same stitch here, where the chain 1 is, make 3 double crochets in the same space, chain 2, come in this space here and make another 3 double crochet in the same space, chain 2 again, come in this space and make 3 double crochet. The good thing about this stitch is that it's going to be a repeat pattern. We shall just be alternating between blue and white, but if you're not changing color, you don't need to worry about how to switch yarn. But this is how the pattern will look like. I'll be making a back panel which is between 20 to 21 inches wide. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to continue with this pattern until you have your desired inches. But for those of us who are switching yarn, I'm going to make 10 rows of this and meet you when I'll be switching my yarn to white. Catch you until then. I've made my 10 rows. Now we are going to switch yarn, but I need to let you know that when you start the row with 3 clusters of double crochet in the same space, you will end with a double crochet like that until when we complete this tutorial. So now let's switch yarn. This is how we will switch yarn. I've already unraveled mine. You are going to make your double crochet here, pull out your yarn, pull through 2, and instead of pulling through 2 with the blue yarn, that's where we will switch to white like that. Is that okay? And then chain one like that. Get your scissor, cut out the blue yarn, chain 2 more, turn your work. In this same space, because we ended with a double crochet, we are going to start with 3 double crochets in the same stitch. The chain 3 counts as a stitch, so you are going to go in this space here and make 2 more double crochets. Chain 2, go in the next one and make a double crochet. This is how you will be switching your yarn. For those of us who are using 2 or more colors, in between here, instead of crocheting 10 rows, you have to crochet 8 rows. We started with a blue. I want this to be in such a way that I start with a blue and end with a blue. And I said I'm going to make between 20 to 21 inches. And when I divide this, let's take a measurement of this. This is like 4.5 inches. So meaning I have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.5 inches to work with. So I've started with the 10 rows of blue. I'm going to end with 10 rows of blue, but in between here, I will crochet 8 rows of blue and white. So this is how you will interchange. You have a blue, a white, a blue, a white, and a blue. Okay, that's how I want it to be. But if you want yours to end with a white, it's okay. I don't have any problem with that. Now I will continue to crochet this until when I have 21 inches, and meet right back here when I'm done. I have come to the last row of my back panel, so I went ahead. We started with 10 rows and then completed with 10 rows. In between here I have 8 number of rows, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will pull out my yarn. First I will chain yarn 1, pull out my yarn like that, get my scissor and cut it out. Okay, you can get your tape measure and measure this. We will fold this into 2. The easiest way to take a measurement is to fold your work into 2 like that and like that. Get your tape measure and take your measurement. Okay, so I have 10 inches here. I said I wanted this to be between 10 to 21 inches. I have 20.5 inch, which is not bad. This is the back panel. For us to work on the front panel, you are going to fold your work into 2 like this and make half of this panel. So you make the 10 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Proceed to make the 8 rows in white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And instead of crocheting all these 4 rows, you are going to crochet 2. All right, so I'll go ahead and make 10 rows, 8 plus 2 of this. I will start by making a chain. I'll chain 102 just to be on a safer side. Make my 2 panels for the front and then come back here so that we will join our panel to this shirt. Catch you when I'm all through with my 2 panels I need for the front part. 10 rows in blue, 8 in white, and 2 more in blue. I'm done with both my front panels. This is one of it. This is the second one, and it measures all the same. We will attach this to our back panel. Get your back panel. These loose ends, we shall hide them at a later stage. So this is the part where I want to attach from. These ones I'll just cut out the loose end later. So you are going to get your panel and place it, yeah, like that. Yeah. Okay, this is not going to fit on the screen, but let me try to tilt it like this. Anything that has a loose ends will be down this side. So like that. Okay, this is a picture of your shirt. Get your stitch marker, attach it to this other side, and then attach it here. Okay, all the 10 and then 4 of this. Same for the other side. One, two, three. Here, like that. Okay, so we have this folding like that. We are going to stitch this up to this point. Same for this other side. I will use a slip stitch to do that. Sorry, let me just deal with this side. It's all right, much as I didn't want it. No, let me not bother you people so much. So I'll use a slip stitch to join this part until when I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. So let me grab just another tail of the yarn to show you. Attach your yarn in here. Okay, single crochet like that. I use this for tension, and also it helps me with the yarn. Sometimes the yarn is so harsh on my skin, it rubs my skin and blisters it. So I'm going to slip stitch here. So you are going to slip stitch this together. You could have used a needle, but today I'm not using a needle. I'll use a slip stitch to join. Do the same. I'm going to join these two sides of mine together, and then we meet here when we are all done joining the two, so that we can start working on our sleeves. All right. Yeah, so I will still maintain the slip stitches. I'm going to slip stitch up to this point, do the same for this other side, and we meet when I'm done. I have done joining my two panels together. I did for both panels. I also went ahead and worked on the sleeve. So what I'm going to do right now is just to show you how to work on this other side of the sleeve. At this point, you're able to determine if you want this to be outside or this one. All right, but for my case, I'm going to flip this like this, So this is going to be my outside part, but it is entirely your choice. For the sleeves, you are going to get a measurement which is enough for your sleeves. This is enough for me, and it measures around, let's take a measurement of it, 15.5, close to 16, which is not bad, because when I fold this like this, it is just perfect for me. So you will determine that, but for this size which you are making, especially if you're a size like me, I will be able to show you how to do exactly that. We did it in white and blue. So the white has 8 rows and the blue has 7 rows, where I ended with a double crochet at the end. Because I already worked on one side of the sleeve, I know where to start. I counted around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then inserted my hook in here. I attach my yarn and then chain 3. That's how I started the other side of the sleeve. So make 2 more double crochets in this space, chain 2, go in the next one, make a double crochet, chain 2, another 3 double crochets in this space. When you have 15 of this, end the row with a double crochet. I'll meet you when I'm going to start row 2. This is already 4. Then continue to make the balance. Ensure that you have 15 of this before you can end your row with a double crochet at the end. I'll meet you when I'm at the end of mine. I'm through with all my rows for the sleeve. So now we are going to work on this other part. This part here, we will make a double crochet and then end the row with slip stitches. I didn't cut out my yarn, so I'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn my work, and then go on top of every stitch. I will not be going in the spaces, but if you wish, you can go in the spaces, put 2 double crochets in the space, but I prefer to go in every stitch. So there are 2 stitches here. I'll put a double crochet on top of this one, and then put a double crochet in the next one, because I want it to look neater. And then I'll put 3 double crochets on top of these 3 double crochets from the previous row, and then I'll go on top of this stitch, like that. Okay, I prefer to go in the stitch rather than in the space, because I want my work to look neater. All right, this is how it looks like. You can see with this one, it is just so neat even when you turn it like this. So do this up to the end of the row. I'm going to meet you when I'm at the end of the row here. I'm done with the double crochets. This is how it looks like. Now for the next row, we are going to make slip stitches. So you're going to go on top of every stitch and slip stitch. I'm using 2 strands, so I have to make sure that I'm picking all the stitches. Don't make it too tight. We will do this up to the end of this row. After that, we cut out our yarn. This is how you slip stitch. You go on top of every stitch from the previous row and just pull out 1 loop to slip stitch like that. I'll do this to the end of this row and meet you when I'm done. I've slip stitched up to the end of the row. So I'm going to chain 1, pull this out very long enough. I'm going to be using a needle to join the sides of my shirt. This is enough for now. Now this is how your shirt looks like. We joined from here, and I say that this would be the inside part for me. It's time for you to flip your work like this. I'm just going to show you parts of this shirt because I know it doesn't really fit on the screen, but I'll try anyway. So now when you align this together, you're going to see that your shirt has taken shape. Like this. Okay, now I cut a long thread because I'm going to use this thread to join the sides of my shirt together. We will not be joining this shirt up to the end here. I want it to have an opening somehow. So we are going to mark with a stitch marker. Let's start with this side. Now get a stitch marker and mark up to where you want this shirt to open. Mine is going to be somewhere around here. I think this is going to be better, or down here is okay. And I'll use a stitch marker to mark that. I'll flip my work, do the same. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4 and mark my side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Now you will use a slip stitch or your needle to join these two sides together up to the point where we have put a stitch marker, like that. My thread is really very long, so go ahead, join these sides together up to the point where there's a stitch marker, and I'll meet you right back here when I'm done joining. I'm joining from the side that I will wear outside. Ensure that when you're joining, you know exactly which side it is. Let's meet when I'm at the point of the stitch marker. I'll also do the same for the other side, and when we are all through joining these two sides, we will start working on our collar like that. I'm sorry about my lighting. The clouds have gone dark. I've been using natural light, so bear with me, but I hope this gives you a picture of what I'm saying here. You have a clue of what I'm doing here right now. Like that. Catch you when I'm done joining the two sides of this shirt. Side up to this point. I'm through with joining the sides of my shirt. This is already my good side, the side that I will wear outside, and this is how my two sides that I've joined look like. I joined it from outside. This is the inside part, and I left around 2 to 3 inches, but if you wish, you can close yours all. They're like 4 inches unstitched. Okay, so this is the picture of what you get when you leave this opening. For the collar, we are going to put double crochets all around, like how we did here. Okay, we want to make the collar to look like the ends of the sleeve. We will also do the same for the sides down here. So we will insert double crochets and then repeat that for 3 or 4 rows depending on your desired size. I'm going to attach my yarn in here, and then chain 3. The chain 3 counts as a stitch. I'll grab the tail of my yarn and crochet as I go. So put 2 double crochets in this space which you're seeing in here. Insert 1 inside this eye which you're seeing, and then put 2 double crochets in this space. You can put 3 or 2 depending on how it looks like, because you want this to look neater. Now put 1 in this eye, 1 more, put 2 in this space, one in this eye, you can also use half double crochets for this collar. There's really no problem with that. And then 1 in here, and then 2 in here. As you work on this, you're able to see if you will put 1 or 2 double crochets or even 3 in the same space, because you want this to look really filled up, packed, like tight. Okay, now this is our corner. In the corner here, you will put, no, the corner for me is this chain, so I'm going to put 1 double crochet in there, and then in this space here you put 3 double crochets in the same space. Mine is tight, so you just need to know how to work around it. Yep, yeah, and then continue putting your double crochets as I had instructed. You see how I'm saying 2 is already enough here. Instead, if it had created a space like that, I would add 3. As you crochet, you need to know that, you need to mark that. You're able to see that it is looking nice, it is not okay, I need to add more stitches in there, more double crochets in there. Okay, repeat this all around. When you reach in this corner, put 3 double crochets in the same stitch, continue up to the end of this row. We meet for row 2. I'm through with row 1 of this collar. For the next rows, we shall put double crochets only in the back loop, chain 3 for row 2. The chain 3 counts as a stitch. Go in the back loop of the second stitch, go in the back loop of the second stitch and make double crochets like how I'm doing. So we'll just repeat row 2 for row 3, 4, or maybe even 5. I'm going to make 4 rows. If it's not enough, I will extend to that desired number and meet you right back here when I'm done. Okay, ensure that at the beginning of a new row you chain 3, which counts as a stitch, and proceed with the pattern. Catch you when I'm done making all my 4 to 5 or 6 rows. I'm done with my collar. I have 6 rows here, and this is just enough for me. I like it like this already. If yours is not enough for you, just keep extending. Mine is already fine for me. Now let's finish this row with slip stitches. I will make a slip stitch up to this point here. To make a slip stitch, chain one, turn your work. The chain one doesn't count as a stitch, so you are going to go in here and just slip stitch. The slip stitch helps it to look finer and neater for me. The finishing is just going to look so beautiful. Now when you complete this, cut out your yarn, cut it out. Now you are done with your collar. Let's now work on this part where we are going to put our button. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You will attach your hook in the corner here. I was hiding loose ends, so some of these edges of mine are tight. Attach your hook in here like that. Okay, chain 3, and then go in every space that you're seeing. Instead of putting 2 double crochets in this space, you just put 1, and then go on top of these 3 double crochets. And then 1 double crochet in here, and then these 3. In the spaces, you're going to be putting 1 double crochet. Okay, like that. And then 1 double crochet in here. 3 on top of these ones. Like that. Okay. Instead of putting 2 double crochets in these spaces, you only put 1. Let me check if my button can enter this before I think of creating a space for it. Does. So I don't need to create buttonholes. I'm just going to go ahead and put double crochet 1 in this space, 3 on top of these ones. Like that, which I will continue up to this point. I'm going to meet you when I reach here. Catch here. I know I said that I would meet you people here, and then I forgot. Ended the row and then continued with my slip stitch. But before I start the second part, I'm going to show you how to do it. Because we started this row from down here, it's because I want this neater side to be outside instead of this one. Now for us to start this other side of the shirt, this is where I will attach my yarn. It's exactly where I ended the other row. Okay, so you see this spot here, where we started row 1 of the collar. It's where I ended the other row. But you are going to insert your hook in here, okay, just at the beginning of this first cluster of the double crochet. You insert your hook in there, get your yarn, chain 3, and then put 2 more double crochets on top of this. The chain 3 counts as a stitch. Then you put 1 double crochet inside here. We are just repeating what we did in the other side. You crochet this up to the end, and I will meet you when we complete this row with a slip stitch Remember, in every space you are not putting 2 double crochets but only 1, like that. Now I completed this row with my slip stitches and cut out the yarn. I went ahead and attached my button. I changed my button from this to the smaller size. I figured that this big one was again overshadowing here, and I didn't want that for my shirt, so I changed to this smaller one. I've already attached 2. We are going to attach this last one. So this is how you will do it. This is what you're gonna do. I counted 6 clusters, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attached another 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and attached. So we are going to count another 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then here is where we will put our last button. Get your needle. This is what you will do. Like that, okay? Under here. This other side, and like that. Turn your work and then finish off like that, okay? This is the most easiest part in this tutorial, but this tutorial is equally easy. It's beginner friendly. We're almost coming to the end of it, and if you recreate this, please tag me in your photos and videos. My social media handles are in the description box. This is the first shirt on this channel, and I hope we'll make more shirts. This is now the final look of the buttons, and that shirt has taken shape. I wanted to put double crochets down here, but I figure that I'm not feeling it. It's not giving me the vibe. It's too much of something. It's bad. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, this is our shirt. You just need to go ahead and hide out your loose ends, okay? And when you organize your shirt, you're going to love it. So you come here and just find where to attach this. Simple as that, okay? You can wear this with an inside vest or just a bralette, something like that. These loose ends, I'm going to hide it. But with that, you have literally come to the end of this tutorial. As usual, I am grateful for you people sticking around here. Thank you so much. I'm going to make a matching short for it and upload it immediately after this tutorial. Catch you again in my next tutorial, which is always on Wednesdays. Bye.